Corporate meetings had swallowed up Victoria Sterling's morning, and by noon, she was desperate for a breath of fresh air. At just 28, she'd built Sterling Enterprises into a billion-dollar consulting empire. But success had come at a price. Most days, the only light she saw was from her office screens. Pulling her cream wool coat tighter against the December chill, Victoria sat down on her favorite bench in Madison Square Park. Snowflakes drifted gently under a canopy of twinkling string lights, a small pocket of peace in her overworked world. She had just opened her phone to check quarterly reports when a soft little voice interrupted. "Excuse me, pretty lady." Victoria looked up. A small girl with golden curls stood in the snow, clutching a worn teddy bear, and wearing a brown winter coat a size too big. Her blue eyes carried both innocence and quiet sadness. "Hello, sweetheart," Victoria said softly, setting her phone aside. "Are you here with someone?" The little girl shook her head. "My daddy's working in that big building," she said, pointing toward an office tower across the street. "But he's going to be in meetings for a really long time." "And where's your mommy?" Victoria asked gently. The girl's voice dropped. "I don't have a mama. She went to heaven when I was a baby. Daddy says she watches me from the stars. But I can't see her." Something in Victoria's heart tightened. "What's your name, honey?" "I'm Sophie," the child replied, "and this is Mr. Bear. He keeps me company when Daddy has to work." "Sophie," Victoria said, concerned, "how did you get out here alone?" "The babysitter fell asleep," Sophie said innocently. "I got bored waiting, so I came to see the pretty lights. But now, I'm cold, and I miss having a mama." She looked up with those wide blue eyes. "You seem nice. You have soft eyes, like a mama would. Can I spend a day with you?" Victoria's throat tightened. "Oh, sweetheart," she whispered, "we need to find your daddy. He must be so worried." "He doesn't know yet," Sophie said, sitting beside her. "He works a lot because we need money for important things. He's really smart, but sometimes he gets sad when he thinks I don't see." Victoria froze for a moment. "What's your daddy's name?" "Sophie." "Marcus Chen," Sophie answered proudly. "He fixes computers for big companies." Victoria's eyes widened. Marcus Chen, her own IT consultant, the man who had helped rebuild her company's entire system. She'd spoken to him 100 times. And now, sitting beside her, was his little girl. "Sophie," Victoria said warmly, "your daddy works with me. Let's call him right now." She wrapped an arm around Sophie and dialed Marcus's number. "Marcus, it's Victoria Sterling," she said when he answered. "I'm at Madison Square Park with Sophie. She's safe, but she came outside on her own." The relief in his voice was palpable. "Oh my God, thank you. I'll be right there." While they waited, Sophie chatted about her teddy bear and her dreams. "Miss Victoria," she said shyly, "after Daddy comes, could you maybe spend some time with us? You smell nice like flowers, and you smile like a mama." Victoria smiled through tears. "I'd love that, Sophie." Moments later, Marcus came running, breathless and worried. He scooped Sophie into his arms, thanking Victoria over and over. "She's a brave little one," Victoria said. "And Marcus," she asked if I could spend time with her. "I'd really love to, if you're okay with it." He blinked, surprised. "You don't have to do that, Ms. Sterling. This isn't about work," she interrupted gently. "It's about Sophie." That weekend, Victoria kept her promise. She and Sophie baked cookies, braided hair, painted nails in glittery pink, and built a blanket fort that turned into their own little world. "Miss Victoria," Sophie said as they cuddled under the blankets, "could you be like a mama to me sometimes? Not instead of my real mama in heaven, just here on earth." Tears glimmered in Victoria's eyes. "I think I'd love that, Sophie." Months passed, and Victoria's world slowly transformed. Board meetings made room for bedtime stories. Business calls paused for ice skating lessons. Somewhere between spreadsheets and bedtime hugs, she discovered what real success meant. One evening, as Marcus watched Victoria and Sophie play dress-up, he said quietly, "Victoria, you've given Sophie something I couldn't, the feeling of being loved by a mother." She smiled. "And Sophie's given me something I didn't know I was missing, a family." A year later, beneath the same twinkling lights where they first met, Victoria married Marcus and officially adopted Sophie. On their first Christmas morning together, Sophie whispered, "Mama Victoria, thank you for letting me spend not just one day, but all my days with you." Victoria smiled, holding her close. "Sweetheart, the most important business I'll ever run is the business of loving this family." And as snow began to fall again outside their window, Victoria realized sometimes the most life-changing meetings don't happen in boardrooms, but on park benches where lonely hearts find one another in the snow.